Hey guys, Chaingear here bringing you another video, and hold up, Blacklight has swords? One of my favorite games of all time is The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. It is an amazing game, and if you guys haven't heard of it, you've probably heard of The Elder Scrolls 5, which is Skyrim. That's an even better game in some ways, but anyway, that's a whole conversation for another time. If you guys have played any of those games, let me know in the comment sections below, because I'd love to do a video about that if you guys have played them. Anyway, like I said, different story for a different time, but I love those games. Why? Mainly because it's a first-person action game where you go out and you adventure and you have a sword and you have magic and you have a bow, and it's super fun. I love first-person shooters, but sometimes I like to just get myself a nice sword and chop people up. It's a lot of fun, especially when there's all these story elements and stuff to it as well. But anyway, I digress. I like swords and I miss them. So I decided to make a new gun build series all about swords. It's called the Blade Gun Build series. Now, it's not a whole new series. It's based off of my old videos when I made gun builds. I didn't make very much of them. The one that really got a lot of attention was my CQC SMG build, which I use all the time. It's pretty much my signature go-to weapon. And I decided that it's been a while, so I wanted to make another gun build. A lot of my guns I kind of just switch up all over the place, and I'll show you guys some of my favorite guns and how I play with them, but I wanted to just try something new and try and build a gun based off of something completely different. There are tons of swords in the world, so I said, why not? Why not put a sword out there and see if I can make it into a gun, or should I make a gun into a sword? Anyway, as you guys can see in the video, I'm looking up because my camera's right here, but in the video I have an SMG outfitted to be what I call the SMG Rapier. If you guys don't know what a rapier is, it's a thin blade that's long, not super long though, and you stab people with it. It's not about swiping. There might be a blade on the side, I'm not really sure, but the blade is really at the tip. You're stabbing people, and so I decided to kind of build off of the SMG because the SMG it shoots pretty fast, and so it kind of just reminds me of like stabbing over and over and over again. That seems really violent. But anyway, we're playing a first-person shooter, so I really like this build, and in this video I try my best. Unfortunately, I have been in a hotel for a while. I've been in and out of hotels for 2, 3, 4 weeks now, and so as you guys can tell, this is not my place. This is a hotel. I'm actually in Philadelphia right now, and which is, not, I'm not gonna lie, pretty cool. It is pretty fun to travel all over the place, but the internet in this hotel is bad. It's really bad. The internet is not good. So unfortunately I had to do this in practice mode just because I really wanted to show you guys this build. Speaking of the build, why don't I show it to you guys? Alright, so let's take a look at the actual gun build. Remember, this is the SMG Rapier. It doesn't necessarily mean that everything is going to be completely accurate. It is a gun. So I'm going for more of a long and thin, not necessarily pointy, even though that would be, make a lot more sense in terms of the actual Rapier itself. But I'm going to show you guys how I built the gun with the parts that I have. So I click on muzzle, and the first thing that I picked, let's cycle through filters, and I use the Briar extender muzzle, mainly because this is actually the longest muzzle in the game. I mean, physically, the way that it looks, but it was also really helpful for spread. As you can see, all the spread different numbers go down, which is great. That means it's more accurate in every way, shape, and form, and I really think that that's important when we're trying to build a rapier, because rapiers are accurate. They're supposed to hit exactly where I want them to hit, right? Biggest things for me were aim and recoil. Mostly aim, just trying to get it below 1, and then recoil came second. But I wanted to make sure that when I shot, it went exactly where I needed it to go, and then it would reset back to where I wanted it to go quickly, instead of the recoil making it jump all over the place. So I picked the Briar extender muzzle. Next, we're looking at the barrels, and I picked the Silverwood light accuracy barrel. I love this barrel for a lot of reasons, and as you can see, it changes the spread again pretty tremendously, but it drops damage a lot. 5 points. 5 points of damage can make quite a difference. And if you look at the scope and movement speeds, it helps with the scope in time. I wasn't really worried about the range, and it helped with the run time as well. It boosted that up just a little bit. And you guys know how I like to play. I like to play fast. So being fast, being able to scope in fast, and of course helping out with that spread was really helpful. Fun fact, if you guys didn't know this, at least with the submachine gun, your recoil doesn't change no matter what when you're changing barrels. So you're changing barrels, no recoil change, and I'll show you guys what I did for recoil later. So in terms of the actual sight, I decided to go for the hollow sight, and this is mainly because of my problem with muzzle flash. Muzzle flash was really annoying. Normally I use a silencer of some sort, and so, or a suppressor, and unfortunately, because this wasn't a suppressor or a silencer, there's tons of muzzle flash all over the place, and so I couldn't use a longer scope, which I think was really helpful because of the spread. The spread was so low that I could hit people from really far away really easily, one of the reasons that the submachine gun's so overpowered. But I decided to use an open scope, that way I could see a little bit easier, so I picked the hollow scope, and in general I kind of like the way it looks. Then I went to here with the magazines. I chose the extended, but sometimes I would switch to the quick reload. That's just because I felt like there shouldn't be a long reload on a sword. So, but I always normally stick with the extended mag when I first start playing a game. And like I mentioned, guys, I haven't played in a while, so playing with that extended mag kind of helps me out. If I miss a lot, I can kind of keep shooting. And then for the rounds, of course, I want to use these incendiary rounds, so I'm actually going to repurchase these because I want this to be the flaming rapier, which I think is pretty cool, which unfortunately, again, kind of ruins the whole damage. It kind of hurts the damage, but the damage over time kind of kicks in. Seems like the purchasing is taking a while. Have you guys ever gotten this glitch before, where sometimes the purchasing doesn't work? So sometimes I try and get in and out of the menu, but unfortunately it's still purchasing this item. Let's see if I can cut this out. Great, so as you guys can see, I finally have the incendiary rounds, which makes this gun the flaming rapier, and I think that's really awesome. So anyway, the incendiary rounds makes it kind of cool. And then lastly, the stock. And for the stock, this was a little difficult. At first I thought about maybe going for these heavier stocks that really help with recoil, like this one, the red sand, or the compensator, or some of these really great ones like, let's see, actually the compensators are the best, it seems like. Yeah, the compensators were pretty great. But I decided to go with the Frontier Ultralight stock, and that's because I still want to move fast and scope in fast, and though the folding stock is pretty great, especially because it helps with the spread as well, it didn't help with the recoil. It made the recoil worse. So I decided to go with the Frontier stock, which when you guys will see when I actually put it all together, the recoil jumps down a little bit after I put everything else on the gun. And that's the same with looking at the folding stock here, even though I really like the folding stock as well because it's super fast, and again it will help with the spread later. The recoil, I just didn't really see it. So let's go ahead and build out the actual gun. So Briar extender muzzle, Silverwood light accuracy, the Oprol hollow sight, I think that's how you say that, the extended mag, of course the incendiary rounds, and the ultralight stock. Now of course, not comparatively to the standard stock, because unfortunately for me the scope and time and the run speed is just too low. Well, the scope and time is too high, I should say, and the run time is too low. And then these three stocks jump them up pretty drastically, and these ones jump them up a ton. And in terms of these two stocks, this one had better recoil, so I decided to go with the ultralight. So this is the build, and if I had some more cash on me, I would definitely go all the way down here. And to make it look more like a blade, I would totally get this metallic white just to make it shiny. So when I kill people, it shines in their faces. Just kidding. But it looks really awesome. Or I maybe would go with black just because I like black, or maybe blue. Who knows? But I really like this. Maybe even the red. I really like these colors. And one day I will have enough Z coins and I will buy these. But for now, I'm going to wait till Parity Patch. Yeah, that's right. So that's the actual gun build. I hope you guys like that. Those are all the different parts, all the different pieces, throwing it together. And I really, really like the gun build. I'm not super great with it, and unfortunately I haven't really been able to play a ton of Blacklight in the last week or two. You can ask my clanmates, and by the way, public apology to my clanmates and all my other friends out there on PlayStation Network. I am sorry that I don't get to play nearly as much as I used to. I know a lot of you guys are starting school or starting work up as well, so I can understand that we're all kind of in the same boat. We're all pretty busy, but I never thought I'd be this busy, and I didn't think I'd be traveling this much either. So it's a lot of traveling and stuff. So the videos, again, the quality's not going to be like they used to be in the beginning. But I like to think that hopefully I'm gonna be able to get this content out at least twice a week still. I know a couple videos back I did a channel update and talked about how I was really trying to get a lot of videos out there. Then I got a career and everything changed, but I'm trying to at least get videos twice a week out. If you guys haven't checked it out already, I did a Call of Duty video. The beta came out for Black Ops 3. I tried it out, of course, which was very interesting. One of my subscribers, actually, I'm pretty sure he's a subscriber, commented and said, hey, maybe you should leave the Black Ops to me and you stick with Blacklight. And who knows, we'll see. I'm definitely gonna get the game and we'll check it out. But anyway, this is about Blacklight, and honestly, I want you guys to do me a favor. Go down in the comment section below and tell me how I could make this gun better. I do love the gun, don't get me wrong, but we've got a couple different problems here. For example, it's got really low damage. If you guys can tell, this gameplay's a little bit slow. Again, unfortunately, I had to do it in practice mode because the internet sucks, but the game's slow, and I think the majority of the reason is because it takes a while for me to kill an actual enemy. Now, bots have the higher damage or higher HP health than normal. Like, you know, a lot of them, actually, I think all of them have higher than 200 health, but my damage is only at 33. That's really low. So is there any way for me to boost my damage on the gun without changing the way the gun looks a ton? Still keeping that barrel, maybe? I think the barrel is essential, but the muzzle, we could probably change that out. Should I make it more accurate? Should I make it less accurate? Should I make it faster? I don't actually think I can make it faster, but you know, what do you guys think I should change about the gun? And of course, like you guys saw, I put that incendiary mod on it, or the incendiary rounds, just to make it the flaming rapier, which I didn't mention before, but I think that's really cool. Again, kind of reminds me of that Elder Scrolls, you know, being able to put magic onto your weapons and things like that. But anyway, like I said, seriously, how about going down in those comments, telling me if there's any changes you guys would make. Try the gun build out for yourself. It's only like 3 different parts, so I mean, you know, just the muzzle. You guys can use whatever sight you want, though that's also really helpful. If you guys change the stock, or if you guys change the muzzle, then I can change the scope as well. Anyway, let me know in the comment section below. But that's it for me, guys. I want you guys to take a look at the rest of this gameplay. Like I said, it's a little slow, so I'm going to try and cut it short, add some music, make it a little more entertaining. But like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it, but please let me know why in the comment section below. Subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel already. Side note, have you guys noticed the fact that my channel art and my channel icon and everything is a little bit different? Yeah, I have a whole new rebranding. It's not complete yet, but once it's 100% complete, well, at least, you know, 85-95% complete, I'm gonna give a huge shout out to the guy who helped me out with that. If you guys are looking forward to it, it is gonna cost you a little bit of money, but it's a good friend of mine and a good friend of my friend who kind of hooked us up, and it was really great. And so my branding is kind of taking a turn, and it's gonna be really awesome. So I hope you guys recognize that. And if you guys have anything to say about that as well, again, let me know in the comment section below. Hopefully these comments are gonna blow up. Anyway, like I said, subscribe if you guys haven't already subscribed. Share this all over the internet, especially with people that play Blacklight. Remember, I haven't said this in a while, but this game is awesome. Blacklight Retribution is free. Black Ops, not free. $60 just to start the game. Sure, I know a lot of people are going to get Call of Duty, but it's not going to replace Blacklight. Ooh, got caught up there. Blacklight. And that's because it's a free game, and that means anybody can hop in at any point, and they're going to keep giving us updates. I know parity patch is, you know, somewhere out there, but we're gonna get it. Don't worry, guys. So anyway, that's it. Like I said, so I hope to see you guys online. Like I said, you know, hopefully I will be on a little bit more, at least 2 videos a week. But like I said, see you online. Like I said, like I said a lot. I'm gonna work on that. I'll see you guys online, and I'll see you in the next one.